Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Adam Rambles About. Today, we're going to be talking about Hyperdimension Neptunia for the final episode of Adam Rambles About of 2020. Oh boy, let's ring in the new year good. And if you haven't noticed, I have a new microphone. I hope you guys enjoy the sound of it. It's better than my previous one, I hope. Anyway, thought I'd tell you guys about Hyperdimension Neptunia. And let's get started. So, Neptunia is a weird franchise. It's quite a bit of everything all at once, yet also not everything. It's hard to explain. First of all, it's mainly like an RPG series with like a lot of like visual novel story cutscenes. Simple stuff, very Japanese, you get it. But there's also a lot of spin-offs and like merchandise and stuff like that. There's even an anime, and it's just a lot to take in for the average consumer, I'd assume. Where do you start? Well, I suppose you could really start anywhere. In my case, I started with Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, which that's a lot to say, but it is the remake of Hyperdimension Neptunia. One of several, because they're re-releasing it for the PS5 next year. Oh boy. Anyway, regardless, Hyperdimension Neptunia is a fun series, and I'd say to give it a shot if you're interested in just weird and wacky RPGs that aren't necessarily conforming to the norm. Like, I'm a big fan of just the character dynamics and just how characters are. Like, Neptune as a character is just super fun and weird and wacky. I love that. And her friends are like a bit more serious, but still weird and wacky. It's just fun stuff all around. And man, it's just a really fun, weird series. Like, there's a lot of fan service, for better or for worse. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. That part can always be like, just tossed aside and be like, okay, that's there. Okay, cool, whatever. But how does it play? Well, the mainline games are fine. They kind of have like a turn-based structure with also like an action structure. The easiest thing I could compare it to, weirdly enough, is another obscure RPG, Eternal Sonata, which, if you guys have played that, it's kind of like each character goes their turn, but you also need to like position them. It's really not that crazy. It's just kind of different. Regardless, it's a drum-based RPG with kind of action elements, sort of, kind of. The spin-offs, there's like sort of Muso games, and like action games and some other like kind of games. It's just the franchise is everywhere. It's weird, all over the place rather, not everywhere, because some people may not have even heard of it. But as a whole, I do think Neptunia is a fun series that you should check out. And even though I don't really know what to tell you when it comes to starting the series, I'd just say to jump into it if you're interested and just see if it interests you. See if you have fun with it. Because it's very Japanese. It's very funky fresh. Maybe not always fresh, but pretty funky, that's for sure. Anyway, I think I've rambled on for long enough about this series. I hope you expect to see more from me further down the line next year. Oh boy, that's going to be great. Maybe I'll just talk about them some other time. I just wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing and what I'm up to. I've been playing one of the Neptune games, and I guess I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. I do hope you guys have had a good year. I know it's been tricky for everybody, myself included. It's just been a difficult time for everybody. But we're all in this together, as always. You know what's up, guys. This has been Adam, and I'll see you guys next year. Peace.